Okay, we're working on responding more and reacting less. So we start at the karate chop point. Even though I can still be reactive, and I don't like that, right now I completely accept where I am in my journey. And I fully and deeply love myself. Even though reactivity has not left me, and I'd really like it to, I love myself. I accept myself right where I am. Even though sometimes reactivity takes over before I can consciously respond. I love and accept myself completely. Let's go to the crown. Sometimes I am reactive. It's a fact. I do react to things in my field. Inner eyebrow. And there's a part of me who thinks I should not react ever. Side of the eye, right on the bone there. I don't like when I judge myself and expect myself to be so advanced spiritually that I never react. Under the eye. I also just don't like myself when I'm being reactive. Or later I look back and I don't like myself. Under the nose. And part of it is that I just want to be more in control, more master of myself. Chin point. I don't like the reactivity of others. I can get very upset by their reactivity. Under the clavicle round. I want life to be easier. Doesn't feel easy when I'm being reactive. Side of the ribs. One hand's width under the base of the armpit. I wish I could be so clear that I am giving a conscious response to everything. That's a lot to expect. Maybe it's okay to want. Doesn't feel good when I measure myself by that as a should. Let's go to the crown. Reaching for better feeling thoughts now. Human beings react, and I'm a human being. Inner eyebrow. So right now, I welcome myself to the human race. Side of the eye. I can accept right now that I might be reactive for the rest of my life. And that's okay. Under the eye. I also noticed that I have gotten less reactive than I was some years ago. Under the nose. Right now, I close my eyes and I allow movies to play, showing me my reactive self. And as I tap, I look upon all those versions of me across the years with compassion. Now stay with that imaging as we move to the chin point. Right now, as I witness my reactive selves, I see the innocent motives, the things I was trying to prevent or ensure were good. Under the clavicle round. Last time with this visualization, stay with it. As I witness my reactive selves, I forgive myself. Please breathe to receive the forgiveness. And I know at the time I was doing the best I could. Based on what I believed at the time. This is true of yesterday or earlier today too, folks. And based on the growth I'd gotten to and all that was going on in that scene. Let's go to the side of the ribs. I like it better when I accept myself. I like it when I forgive myself for being a human being in a process. Crown. I really like it when I appreciate the journey. I've been on a journey. I've shown up for that journey. I keep showing up for myself on this journey. Inner eyebrow. I know that I'm less reactive when I don't insist that I'm right. That my way of perceiving things is the only way. Side of the eye. That can be true even when I prefer my perceptions, my values. Under the eye. Right now, I understand that my reactivity is not driven by my intentions. And it's not driven by non-resistance or accepting reality on its own terms. Under the nose. Right now, I breathe self-compassion. For the parts of me that react out of fear. Just fear I won't get the things I want that I treasure. Or fear that things aren't okay or safe in the world, in my world. Chin point. I breathe self-compassion and self-love from my reactive self. Under the clavicle round. I know I'm less reactive when I'm minding my state. When I think it's important to mind my own state. Side of the ribs. I'm less reactive when I take responsibility for my own state. I love knowing that it's not what others do that make me okay or not okay. Brown. It's not what others do that makes me safe, happy, able to create and choose my own life, my well-being. Inner eyebrow. I know I'm less reactive when I'm curious about what's up for another. And even curious about what's up for me. Side of the eye. If I stop expecting myself to be non-reactive, maybe there's more spaciousness to just intend less reactivity, more chosen responses. Under the eye. I've actually already had that intention and now I amplify it anew. Please breathe to support that. Under the nose. And I have made headway, progress. There's been growth. Chin point. Sometimes better than preventing reactivity is interrupting it. Under the clavicle round. I can literally stop talking when my words are reactive, when my volume has gone up. Or I can yell if I'm yelling that I'm going to go calm myself now and go do that. Side of the ribs. I know if I release judgment of myself for having been reactive at all, it all goes better. Without self-expectation, that's absurd. Without self-judgment and shaming and blaming, I can just be a human being who's reacting or who reacted. Let's go to the crown, last round. And then I can course correct. I've seen myself course correct before. So please go ahead and witness where you've seen your course corrections, whether they're related to reactivity or not. Just breathe and witness and appreciate. Inner eyebrow. I love course correcting. I love moving toward what feels better, kinder, clearer. Side of the eye. I like to apologize to others when I've been reactive. Under the eye. And right now I know that if I'm not thinking I should never be reactive, then those apologies can be simple and clean. Under the nose. I don't need to defend my reactivity, not even to myself. Chin point. I like to catch myself in defensiveness and interrupt that, whether out loud or just to myself. Clavicle round. I really prefer curiosity to defensiveness. And I know that when I'm not attacking or self-judging, I can just get curious about what I was afraid of, what I thought I needed to control or stop, require. What record I thought needed to be set straight. Side of the ribs. Right now, I release everyone else to their journeys. And folks, if there's a specific person you're reactive to or have been that comes to you right now, again, release that specific person. I now release so-and-so to their journey. Every journey is valid and not mine to control. And some reactivity goes away just because I stop believing I should manage another journey. Let's go to the crown to finish up. More and more, I value self-soothing, calming myself, managing my state. And that's more important after I've been reactive than anything else. Just bringing in that self-kindness, just grounding and breathing, loving myself as I am. rejecting no part of myself, even my reactive self. And when I get out ahead of it, as Abraham-Hicks says, I soothe myself in advance every day before each new thing I go into. And that actually sets me up to be more responsive and less reactive. Now let's drop our hands down and just take it in. Feel the reverberations connect to the breath. Make a mental note, and maybe after a literal note, of anything that came up that you want to look into more or even tap more. And just right now, appreciate the gains of the tapping and appreciate yourself for showing up for that.